guys! Welcome to week 3 of the Tocracy Yoga Group. Hope you're all having a great week, had a great weekend, and are ready to go. So, let's go ahead and get started. Again, keep in mind everything from the last couple of weeks about going at your own pace, taking breaks when you need them, and just listening to your body and taking it for exactly what it is that you need today. Alright? So, go ahead, find a comfortable seat for you today. Your hips are a little bit tight. Feel free to sit up on one of your blocks or on a blanket so that your knees can drop really heavy, so that you feel like your knees are up in your shoulders. Sit up on something so they can drop heavy. Find a place where you can have a nice long spine, from your tailbone all the way up through the top of the head. Nice long line of energy here. Take a couple easy circles with your shoulders. In the other direction. And then shrug your shoulders up towards your ears. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale, just let the shoulders drop down the back. Close your eyes. Take a moment here just to breathe. Just to allow the body, the mind, the heart, the energy to settle. And become a little bit more present on your mat. See if you can soften the tops of the shoulders, the jaw, the muscles around your eyes. See if you can breathe into the space behind you. Breathe into the back of your heart space, the back of your rib cage, the lower back. Almost feel like you're expanding your body into the space behind you. We're going to take a moment here to practice our three-part yoga breath. So take a big breath in. Take a big, full, complete, total breath out. First, you're going to start to breathe into the belly. Feel the belly fill with air. Then start to breathe into the lungs, the mid-chest. And lastly, up into the collarbone area, the top of your chest. And as you exhale, reversing that, breathing out from the collarbone first. Then the center chest. And lastly, the belly. Breathing in, fill the belly first. Mid-chest. And up into the collarbone area, the upper chest. Breathing out from the top down. Softening the collarbone, softening the chest. Breathing out from the middle chest. And lastly, any remaining air from the belly. Continue the breath just like this on your own. Seeing if you can really tune in to the sensation as you move the breath through the body. Separating the three different parts of the breath. It's okay if in the beginning it feels a little awkward, a little strange. Just stick with it, and over time it will become a little bit more natural. Take one more round of your breath just like this. Allow it to be the longest and fullest breath that you've taken yet. Just come back to your normal, natural, easy pace of breathing. On your next inhale, reach your arms around and up overhead. Interlace your fingers and flip your palms. As you inhale, lift up as high as you can. As you exhale, pull the belly back, reach the hands forward. Inhale, lift all the way up. Exhale, round, press the spine back. One more time, inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. This time as you exhale, you're going to twist to your right. Keep the twist, but inhale, sit taller. Exhale, twist a little bit more. One more time, inhale. Exhale, drop the hands into the twist. The left hand drops to the right knee. The right hand drops back behind you as a second spine to get a little bit more length, and then find a little bit more rotation from there. Now, keeping the twist, lift your back arm, your right arm up alongside your ear. Use this left hand to pull the chest around more, and then bring a side bend in as you start to reach back towards your left knee. As you inhale, twist a little more. As you exhale, reach through that top arm, side bend. 2 more times. Inhale to twist. Exhale, side bend. 1 more. Inhale, twist. Exhale, side bend, and then reach that arm all the way down. Fold over your legs. Arms are crossed right on top of left. Drop your head. Now from here, keep the arms crossed. Walk them a little further so the elbows are crossed. Lifting up into our eagle arms, left elbow crosses under the right. Either bring the backs of your palms or the fronts of your palms together, whatever you can reach. Drop your shoulders, inhale, lift your fingers. Exhale, pull your belly back and round forward. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, round, nice stretch through the upper traps. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale. Unwrap the arms, bring the fingers back behind you. Slide the shoulders down, lift the chest forward. Now breathe as deeply as you can into the lungs here, really breathing deep and opening up the chest, opening up the throat. And then come back forward, reach your arms around and up. Interlace your fingers, flip your palms. Inhale, sit up tall. Exhale, belly pulls back, round forward. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. 1 more time, inhale. Exhale. Inhale to lift. Exhale, twist left. Inhale, sit taller. Exhale, twist. 1 more time, inhale, reach the palms up. Exhale, twist, and then drop the hands around. Right hand to your left thigh, left hand behind you. Feel the left shoulder rolling open. And try to stay vertically stacked here. A lot of the time we'll start to lean out of the twist. Keep your spine in one long line and feel yourself just rotating around that axis. Keeping the twist, lift the back arm up alongside your ear. Inhale, reach long through the fingers. Use the bottom arm to increase your twist and then reach back towards your right knee. Inhale, twist. Exhale, side bend. 2 more. Inhale, twist. Exhale, side bend. 1 more. Drop that hand all the way over to the right knee. Arms are crossed, left in front of right, drop your head. And then keeping the arms crossed here, walk the fingertips past, right elbow under left, lift up for eagle arms. Back is the hands or palms. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Keep the elbows as far away from you as possible. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Unwrap the arms, fingertips behind you. Squeeze the shoulders, lift the chest. Either stay right here, or if you would like to go further, press into the hands, shift the weight forward onto your knees and your shins. Hips lift to the ceiling as the heart opens. Gently sit back down. And make your way to all fours, hands and knees. Carry your legs behind you. Hands onto the floor right underneath of your shoulders. Now right here, take a few rounds of cat-cow. Cow pose, the belly drops, the heart lifts. Take a breath in. Exhale, belly lifts, drop your gaze. Inhale, cow pose, come forward. Exhale, cat. And continue on your own. 3 more rounds. Last time. Come back to the center. You're going to sit back into child's pose. Open your knees wide, toes together. Sit onto your heels and let your head go. Now right here, keeping your hips on your heels, walk your hands as far forward to the top of your mat as you can. Spread your fingers wide and draw the shoulders away from the ears. Walk your hands forward a little more. Find more length in the sides of your body. Spread your fingers, draw the shoulders down. One more time. Any more length you possibly can. Really reach the fingers. Spread the fingers, pull the shoulders down. On your next inhale, pull the weight forward onto the hands. As you exhale, your tail is going to roll to the ceiling. Tap your chest down between your thumbs. Slide all the way forward onto your belly. Baby cobra, lift your chest. Exhale, let it go. Inhale, press up to all fours. Exhale, child's pose. 2 more times, just that. Inhale, pull forward onto the hands. Tail rolls to the ceiling. Tap your chest down. Slide forward, baby cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, release. Inhale, all fours. Exhale, child's pose. 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, pull forward. This time, tuck your toes, coming into downward dog. Lift your hips up and back. Keeping the knees soft, just start to pedal out through the feet. Pressing one heel down at a time towards the mat, feeling a length in the lower leg. And then allow both heels to rest down towards the floor. Feel the tailbone rolling up towards the ceiling. And then press actively down through the arms like you were trying to move your mat away from you. So instead of having the weight forward too much in the hands, press back. Breathe. Feel the energy flowing through the body. Feel the waist lengthening, the heels dropping. And start to walk your feet up to your hands. Coming into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Hang heavy over the legs. Drop your head, shake your head, yes. And no. And soften your knees, slowly roll all the way up to stand. As you inhale, reach your arms around and up. As you exhale, soften your knees, dive forward. Lengthen the spine, flat back. If it helps, press your hands into your shins, find a little bit more length through the upper spine. Hands to blocks or the floor, your left leg steps back behind you. Drop your back knee down to the mat. Lift your arms alongside your ears. Now see if you can lift the front of the hips a little higher and sink forward. Turn your palms forward, hook your thumbs, and actively pull the arms away from each other. Reach the fingertips to the ceiling and lean the belly back. Maybe look up here if it's okay on the balance. And then see if you can trust that front foot a little bit more and give a little bit more weight to it. Bring your hands down to the floor. Tuck your toes, lift the knee behind you. Press into your hands, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Slide forward, baby cobra, lift your heart. Exhale, downward facing dog, press it all the way back. As you inhale, lift your right leg behind you. As you exhale, knee to nose, come forward. Inhale, press the leg back. Exhale, touch the knee to the right triceps. You have to open it wide. Inhale, press back. Exhale, take it across, try to touch your left. Press it back. Step the foot forward between your hands. On your fingertips, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, stretch back, trying to straighten your front leg. 3 more times. Inhale to come forward. Exhale to stretch back. One more. Inhale, come back forward. Exhale, step your back foot in. Drop your head and roll up to stand. Inhale, reach the arms around and up. Exhale, fold forward. Lengthen the spine, hands on the shins if that helps you. Hands down, your right foot steps back. Drop your right knee down to the mat. Make sure the ankle and knee and the front foot are in one line, and then lift your arms. Spin your palms forward, hook the thumbs, just like this. Reach up through the fingers, sink your hips, and lean back. Keep the belly nice and tight, lifting the navel up towards the ceiling. It's almost like you want to see the ceiling with your belly button here. Reach the arms longer and then bring the hands down to the floor. Downward facing dog, step all the way back. Inhale, come forward to a plank. This time, keep the belly nice and tight. Bend your elbows straight back, your chest stays open, and lower all the way down. Roll the shoulders back, press to straight arms. Push the shoulders away from the ears and wrap the shoulder heads open. Downward dog, press back. Inhale, lift your left leg up. Exhale, knee to nose, come forward. Inhale, press. Exhale, open it to the side, touch your left tricep. Press back. Take it across to the right. Press back. Step the foot forward between your hands. On your fingertips, open your chest, open your throat. Exhale, stretch back. Inhale, forward. Exhale, stretch. Two more. One more. Inhale, come forward. Exhale, step your back foot in, roll up to stand. Inhale, reach your arms around and up. Exhale, soften your knees, dive forward. Lengthen flat back. Very lightly, hands down, step back to plank. Now holding it right here, about 5 breaths. If it's too much, bring your knees down, but try to keep your hips forward as opposed to piking your hips back or dropping them to the mat. Try to stay in one long line. Breathing here, we'll take 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Open your chest, exhale 2. 1 more, inhale. Downward dog as you exhale. Inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, bend your elbows to lower. Roll the shoulders back, lift the heart. Downward dog, press back. Breathe. Spread your fingers, spread your toes, lengthen the spine. Keep your knees soft and focus on the tailbone rolling up to the sky. Lift your heels. Bend your knees, look forward. And as you exhale, gently walk, step, or hop your feet to the top of the mat. Lengthen the spine, open your chest, exhale, let it go. Reach your arms around, come to stand. Exhale, hands to your heart. With your feet all the way together, big toes touching. Weight in the heels, sit down, chair pose. Now make sure that the knees are behind the toes, not coming forward. Shift the weight back into your heels, sit a little lower, lift your heart a little higher. Exhale, hands to the floor. Lengthen the spine. Step your left foot back behind you and drop the heel to the floor. Warrior 1, arms lift. Now really feel your hip bones square to the front of your mat here and the belly button nice and tall. Circle your hands behind you. Straighten your front leg, open your chest. Bend your front knee and then fold forward, humble warrior. See if you can take your right outer hip and slide it back behind you. Drop the top of the head to the floor. Come all the way up, warrior 1. Straighten your front leg. Warrior 2, open wide. Now this time the hips and shoulders are open. The front knee is bent and opening over the second toe. Flip your front palm, reach forward, stretch back. Reach a little bit longer. Come all the way back, warrior two, straighten your front leg. Turn your toes in. Hands onto your hips, press down to lift up. Prasarita, folding all the way forward over your legs. Lengthen the spine to a flat back, and then shift the weight side to side, bending one knee at a time. And then walk your hands back to the top of the mat. Turn your toes forward and bring both hands inside of your front foot. You stay where you are. I'm going to turn to face you. Hands are inside your right foot. Drop your back knee down to the floor. Sink your hips forward. Now lift your right arm to the ceiling. Reach your right arm back behind you and really, really reach through that arm. So see if you can take the shoulder and peel it open. And then either stay right here, focus on just reaching through those fingers, or bend your back knee, hold onto that foot, and pull it into you. Breathe. If you're holding the foot, it's a really intense stretch in that left quad. So breathe deeply into it. Try to soften and focus on that shoulder rolling open still. Release that foot. Bring your hand down inside the foot again. Tuck your toes, lift your knee behind you. Step your back foot outside of your left hand. Feet are wide. Now, healthy knees, squat down right between your heels, bring your hands together. Knee issues, open your feet wider, turn your toes out, bring your forearms onto your thighs and just shift side to side. So either way, we're just giving our inner thighs a nice little stretch and focusing on the length in the spine. Wherever you are, bring your hands to the floor, straighten your legs, heel toe your feet all the way together. Soften your knees and roll up to stand. Shift the weight back into your heels, sit your hips down nice and low, chair pose. Squeeze your inner thighs, sit a little bit lower, and then your tailbone, instead of allowing it to lift up behind you, can you lengthen it down to the floor and find a longer low back? Let it go. Lengthen the spine, flat back. Step your right leg back behind you, drop the heel, warrior one. I'm going to take this warrior one facing you. Now remember, your hips are square. Front toes face straight forward, back toes are slightly on an angle. Lift your arms. Circle the hands behind you. Straighten your front leg, open your chest. Bend your front knee, humble warrior drop. See if you can lift the fists a little higher overhead, drop your head a little deeper. Warrior one, bring it all the way back up. Warrior two, open nice and wide. See how my front knee is right over the toes. It's not coming inward. Make sure it's open. Flip your front palm, reach forward, stretch back, reverse. Warrior two. Straighten your front leg, turn your toes in. Hands together behind you, roll the shoulders back, lift your chest. Hands stay behind you, fold all the way forward, Prasarita. Now try to keep the palms of the hands together here. Don't let the heels of the hands open up wide. Press the palms into each other, soften your knees. Drop your head more and lift your hands a little higher. Maybe shake your head no to release tension. Soften your elbows. Bring your hands down to the mat. Lengthen the spine. And you're going to walk your hands around to your left foot. So back to the top of your mat. I'm going to come to face you guys. Hands inside of your front foot. Drop your back knee and untuck the toes. Sink the hips forward, lift your left arm up. Reach the left arm back behind you. And again, like we talked about on the other side, don't just take the arm back behind you, but reach through the arm. And then you can bend that back knee if that's accessible to you. Hold on to the foot, sink your hips forward, and keep rolling your chest. Lean the shoulders back a little bit more, deepen your breath. Release that foot. Bring your hand inside. Tuck your toes, lift your back knee. Stepping right back into that squat pose, right foot steps outside of your right hand. Now take whichever variation that you took before, wide-legged or close. Either stay right where you are and focus on the hip opener. We're going to work on the arm balance that we worked on week 1, crow pose. If you would like to, you're going to place your hands onto the floor, shoulder distance apart. Palms are spread nice and wide. You're going to press down through your feet to lift your hips higher than your shoulders. Bring your feet a little closer. Look forward, really far in front of your hands. Stack the knees on top of the triceps and shift the weight into the hands. 1 foot at a time, just practice lifting the feet. If and when you're ready, keep looking forward, keep lowering your nose towards the floor, and gently in time, float both of your feet off the mat. From a side angle, it'll look like this. Notice how high my hips are. That's the biggest problem I see is when people are down here, you have nowhere to go. Lift your hips high so you have that leverage. Knees on the triceps as close to the armpits as they can be. Looking forward, shifting your weight. And then gently, when you're ready, float your feet. Gently place your feet back onto the mat. Straighten your legs. Feet together. Drop over your legs. Shake your head. Yes, shake your head. Soften your knees. Roll up to stand. At the top of the mat, inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, dive forward. Lengthen the spine. Step your left foot back behind you, warrior 1, coming right back where we were before. Hips square to the front of the mat, arms lift. Circle the hands, interlace the fingers. Straighten your leg, lift your chest. Bend your front knee, fold forward. Drop your head, lift your fists. Warrior 1, come all the way back up. Warrior 2, open nice and wide. Flip your front palm, reach forward, stretch back, reverse. Bend your front knee deeper, reach more. Keep your front knee bent, side angle. Forearm on the thigh, left arm alongside your ear. Either stay here, focus on rolling your chest open, or if you would like, bring your hand down to the floor. Keep reaching that top arm long, keep leaning your shoulders back, and trying to press your hips forward. Either stay right where you are, or for your last 2 breaths, reach your bottom arm up alongside your bottom ear. Squeeze the hands towards one another, roll the chest open, and reach your arms long. Look down. Hands come to the floor around your front foot, lift your back heel. Walk your hands forward about 8 to 10 inches on blocks or the floor. Shift the weight forward and lift your back leg parallel to the floor. Keep your front knee soft. Press your left heel through space behind you so there's a lot of awareness and integrity in that leg. And then lengthen the spine. As you reach the heel back, try to reach the heart more forward. Maybe lift one hand up to the center of your chest. Bring the hand back down, switch. Maybe if you're ready, both hands lift. Shoulders roll open, lengthen the spine forward. Warrior 3. Chair pose. Land that foot, lift your arms. Sit a little lower, lift your heart a little higher, breathe. Exhale, drop over your legs. Shake your head, yes. Shake your head, no. Open your feet up to hip distance. I'm going to turn to face you guys. So about 6 inches or 2 fists between your feet. With your knees bent, you're going to take yogi toe lock, your 2 peace fingers wrapping right around your big toe. Now, keep your knees soft, pull your chest forward, opening the spine, and then just drop the head. Again, the knees are still soft, big toes are pressing into the fingers beneath them, and you're just folding heavy over your legs. Take a moment just to breathe into the stretch, to allow the body just to settle. And gently slide your fingers out from under your toes. Soften your knees, roll up to stand. Standing tall at the top of your mat, inhale, reach your arms around and up. Exhale, dive forward. Lengthen the spine flat back and step your right leg back behind you. Warrior one, drop the heel, lift your arms. Circle the hands behind you. Straighten your front leg, open your chest, bend your front knee. Humble warrior, let it go. Come all the way up, warrior one. Open wide, warrior two. Flip your front palm, reach forward, stretch back, reverse. Side angle. Either forearm on the thigh, right arm alongside your ear. Or bend the front knee deeper, bring your hand down to the mat. Roll your chest open and reach long through that arm. Stay where you are. I'm just going to turn around so I can see ya. Keep rolling your chest open, pressing your hips forward and leaning the shoulders back. Either stay where you are, or for the last 2 breaths, reach the bottom arm up alongside your ear. Reach the fingers long, roll the chest open. 1 more breath. Look down. Hands to the floor. Lift your back heel. Now we're coming into warrior 3, starting off supported. Walk your hands forward about 8 to 10 inches. Shift the weight forward. Your back leg lifts straight behind you. Press actively through the heel. Lengthen your spine. Now either you stay here, you just focus on that length through the back body, or start to play with the balance. Maybe just one hand at a time, maybe both. Utkatasana, chair pose. Land to the foot, lift your arms, and let it go. Again, heel toe your feet open to hip distance apart, about 6 inches. Soften your knees. You're going to take your palms underneath the feet this time. So palms are going to be flipped up, and they're going to take them right underneath so the toes are right against the back of the wrist. With soft knees, pull your chest open. As you exhale, drop heavy. Just breathe, feel the tension wash out of the back. Feel the shoulders easy, the head heavy. Feel the breath moving into the belly on the thighs. When you're ready, slide your hands out from under your feet. Soften your knees and roll up to stand. So for the next transition, I'm going to have you just watch first. I'm going to show you a couple different options of how we'll get back to downward dog. So, option 1, inhale, reach your arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Lengthen the spine. Hands plant, step back to plank. Take a breath in. As you exhale, knees, chest and chin to the floor. To baby cobra, to downward dog. Option 2, inhale, reach. Exhale, fold. Lengthen the spine. Hands plant, step back. Take a breath in. Exhale, chaturanga, halfway down. Lift your chest so the thighs never touch the mat in that variation. Downward dog. Option 3, inhale, arms up. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lengthen. Hands plant. You're going to look forward and jump your feet back. Land with bent elbows. Thighs never touch. Inhale to lift. Exhale, downward dog. Go ahead, take your variation. We'll meet in downward dog. in downward dog, lengthen the spine. Keep your knees soft, lengthen the legs. Inhale, lift your right leg up. Exhale, step it forward between your hands. Now from here, listen carefully. Stay there. I'm going to turn to face you. You're going to start to take your right foot and heel toe it across your mat over to the left. Take your hands to the pinky toe side of the foot and straighten your front leg. If the leg won't straighten, bring your hands onto blocks until it does. With your hands on blocks or on the floor, walk your hands over to the right. Shift your hips to the left and let your head go. Keep pressing down through the big toe mound of the right foot. Squeeze your inner thighs together like they were scissors. Lift your hips higher. One more breath here. Lift your hips a little higher. Squeeze your inner thighs a little more. Walk your hands back forward. You're going to step your back foot straight in, which means it will be tucked underneath of your right. So your pinky toes will be closest together. Feet are crossed. Drop heavy over your legs. From here, we're going to lift up into eagle pose. Listen carefully. You're going to bend your left knee. That's your back knee. The right leg is going to cross on top of it. Right toes either come to the floor or they sneak behind that leg. Slowly lift your chest. Reach your arms out to the sides. Squeezing your inner thighs together, sitting your hips low. Inhale, reach your arms long. Exhale, wrap your right arm under your left. Inhale, lift your fingertips. Pull your belly back and round forward. Elbows and knees are coming towards one another. The belly is strong, the inner thighs are squeezing. Find your breath. Allow the gaze to be really easy. Eyes are soft. Gently uncross everything. Standing at the top of the mat, inhale, reach your arms around and up. Exhale, dive forward. Your variation to get back to downward dog, inhale, lengthen. Step, walk, or jump back. Lower how you choose. Inhale, your back bend. Downward dog, press back. Breathe. Lift your left leg up nice and high. Step that foot forward between your hands. Stay there. I'm going to turn to face you. Take your left foot across the body over to the right. So just heel toe it over. Hands come to the left side of that foot. Straighten your legs. Hands on blocks if you need. Start to walk your hands over to the left and let your head go. Lift your hips higher. The back heel is high off the floor, so you can really squeeze those legs together. Walk your hands back forward. Step your back foot straight in, tucking it underneath the left. So the right foot is crossed behind, the pinky toes are together. Take a second and just fold over the legs. Press the big toes into your mat. And start to bend your back knee, your right knee. The left leg just stacks right on top. Left toes either on the floor or scooping around behind. Reach your arms out to the sides. Inhale, reach the arms long. Exhale, left arm under the right. Inhale, lift your fingers. Exhale, pull your belly back and round. Keep sinking your hips lower, lifting your belly higher. And just listen to the breath. Gently uncross. Inhale, reach your arms around and up. Exhale, dive forward. Lengthen the spine. Step, walk, or jump your way back to downward dog, moving through your vinyasa. From downward dog, come forward to a plank. Lower all the way down to your belly. Slide your arms forward, coming into Sphinx pose. So you're propped up on your forearms, your palms are spread wide, and you're imagining that you're going to pull your entire body through your arms. So you're not rounded in the upper back, you're really lifted through the heart. Breathe. Lengthen the back of the neck so there's no tension. And then tuck your toes under behind you. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, forearm plank, you're going to lift your hips in line with your shoulders. Inhale, drop your hips. Sphinx pose, open your heart. Exhale, plank, lift your hips. Inhale, drop your hips, lift your heart. 2 more times, exhale. Inhale. 1 more. And then untuck your toes. You're going to lay down, your right cheek will be on the floor, and you're going to stretch your right arm straight out to the side of your body. So it's going to look like this when you lay down. Make sure that that arm is not forward or not up or down, it's right out from the shoulder. Right cheek is on the floor. You're going to roll over onto the right side of your body, let your head relax. If you would like, take your left arm, wrap it around your low back, and lean the shoulder back. Staying right here. Breathe. Feel that stretch in the right shoulder. The further back you lean your left shoulder, the more of a stretch you'll feel. So if you need to open that left shoulder a little bit more to really get the stretch, then go for it. Keep your head heavy. Gently roll back onto your stomach. And we'll take the stretch over to the left. Reach your left arm straight out to the side again. Make sure it's not down by the hips or up by the top of the head. Right out from the shoulder. You can check on it. Left cheek on the floor. You're going to roll over onto the left side of your body. You want to wrap that right arm around your low back. Go for it. And again, it'll look like this. Gently come back to the center. Laying flat on your mat. Take your hands around behind you. Interlace your fingers at your low back. Squeeze the shoulders together. Reach the arms back and lift your chest. When you're ready, lift your legs. Reach the fists back towards the heels. Reach your heart forward more. And breathe. Shalangasana, locust pose. Two more breaths. Keep your belly tight. Lift your heart higher. And let it go. And just shake your hips side to side, releasing the low back. And then either take locust pose again like we just did, or bend your knees, reach back and hold onto your ankles. If your ankles are too far away, then you're just going to take locust pose again. If you're holding onto your ankles, kick your feet into your hands to lift your chest up. Breathe. Keep the back of your neck long. Keep pulling your heart open, allowing your shoulders to be pulled open and back. 2 more breaths. And let it go. Keep your knees bent and let your feet just fall from side to side. And then gently stretch your legs straight. Use your hands to press up to all fours. And then just carry your legs around in front of you, coming to sit. Now we're going to set up for Janu Shirshasana here. You're going to stretch your right leg straight forward. Bend your left foot in, right next to the inner thigh. Flex your front foot, reach your arms up nice and long. Inhale, reach longer and twist a little to the right. And then fold forward over that right leg. Holding on with the right hand, either yogi toe lock around the toe or holding onto the ankle or wherever you can, you're going to reach your left arm back behind you. And then just like before, instead of just opening the arm, open the shoulder, really reach. And then reach that arm back up alongside your ear. Inhale, twist a little deeper. Exhale, side bend a little bit more. Stay there. I'm going to give you a different angle. I'm going to turn sideways here. Keep reaching that arm long. Keep rolling your chest open. You're going to go for a nice stretch in that left lower back. And then gently close the chest over the right thigh, folding heavy over the legs. Let your head go. Gently roll up, and we'll just switch sides. Stretch your left leg straight, bend your right knee in. Reach your arms up alongside your ears. Little twist over to the left, and then reach long over that left leg. With the spine as long as possible, holding on with the left hand either to the ankle, the shin, wherever you can, or maybe yogi toe lock. Reach your right arm back behind you and then really reach, roll the shoulder open. Reach that arm up alongside your ear. Inhale, twist deeper. Exhale, side bend more. Keep reaching until you close back over that leg, folding your chest over the thigh, drop your head. Gently roll up. Bring the bottoms of your feet together for Baddha Konasana. Open the knees nice and wide, sit up nice and tall. Take your thumbs to the ball of the foot, and just like opening a book, roll your feet open. Sit up tall, roll the shoulders back, and then hinge from your hips forward. Let your head soften. Gently roll up. And open your legs nice and wide. Now flex your feet. Bring the hands behind you, scoot yourself a little bit more forward. Bring your hands in front of you. And maybe you just sit up nice and tall here and you feel the stretch through the legs just sitting. Or maybe you start to walk yourself forward and you let your head go. Keep your feet active, and instead of allowing the toes to drop forward, can you keep rolling them open and back? Can you keep your spine long, your neck long, your shoulders easy? And gently walk back in. Bend your knees. Plant your feet on the floor. Reach your arms straight forward, sitting up nice and tall. Take a breath in. As you exhale, scoop your belly and very slowly roll all the way down onto your back. Land all the way flat. Step your heels in so they're close to your sit bones. Feet are hip distance apart. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press down through 4 edges of both feet to lift up for bridge. Walk your shoulders together under you, interlace your fingers. Roll the shoulders open, lift your hips, and breathe long and easy. Gently open your arms. 1 vertebrae at a time, roll down. Now resist the urge to hug the knees into the chest. Instead, drop your knees side to side. Now either take bridge pose again the same way, or everything is set up the same, but bring your hands by your shoulders. Take a breath in. As you exhale, you're going to press all the way up, either just to bridge or to full wheel, pressing through the arms to lift the hips. Breathe. Drag your tailbone towards your heels wherever you are. One more breath. And then gently roll down. And now you can hug your knees into your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze and rock your back side to side. Take your right ankle and cross it on top of your left knee. Open that right knee away from you. And then lift your head, reach and grab onto your left hamstring. So this arm is going through the space between the legs. Gently pull the whole shape in towards you, flexing your right foot. Rolling your right knee open, the left knee pulls to the left shoulder. Breathe. Nice stretch in that outer right hip. Release your hands, and you're going to slide that leg all the way across. So now your inner thighs are squeezing together, almost like eagle pose when we were standing. Drop both of your knees over to the left, and open your chest to the right. So we're taking a nice stretch, a twist all the way across the back, through the chest, through the outer hip. Breathe. Feel the right shoulder blade dropping into the mat. And gently come back onto your back, uncrossing your legs. Take the left ankle, cross it on top of your right knee. Reach up and hold onto that right hamstring. Again, the left hand is reaching right in the hole between the legs. Pull it in towards you. Breathe really deep. Feel the lower back pressing into the floor. So don't let the tailbone roll up off the mat like this. Try to keep the back down, all the way down through the tush. Roll your left knee open. And gently slide that leg all the way over, crossing the inner thighs. Drop both of your knees over to the right and look to the left, opening your left arm nice and wide. Feel the weight of the left shoulder blade here. The left collarbone lengthening away. Come back to the middle. And hug both knees into your chest. Gently rock your back from right to left. Lift your forehead up to your knees, squeeze into a tiny little ball. And then stretch your legs long. Open your arms by your sides, palms up, let your head drop down. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, exhale, let it go. Gently feel the entire body begin to dissolve. Let the muscles fall away from the bones. With each exhale, feel the body melt into the mat a little deeper. Let go of any deliberance in your breath. Allow it to be easy. Allow the mind to be quiet. Just for a few moments, see if you can be completely still. The only movement in the body is the breath. Shavasana. Gently deepen your breath. Start to wiggle your fingers, your toes. Allow it to grow into your wrists and your ankles. And for one final stretch, reach both arms up alongside your ears. Take a huge breath in, reaching long fingertip to toe tip. Open your mouth as you exhale, let it go. And gently bend your knees. And roll onto your right side. With your eyes closed and as little effort as possible, gently make your way to a comfortable seat. Cross your ankles, sit up nice and tall. Bring your hands together in front of your heart. Lengthen the spine and soften your shoulders. Take a deep breath in. Exhale, let it all go. The light within me acknowledges and reflects the light within each of you. Namaste. Thank you guys for your work today. I hope that you feel better than when you started. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and rest of your week. I'll see you next week for week 4.